What is the most surprising thing you've learned about Eirich Machines?
For being a family company, very traditional, family company, 150 years old in the 5th generation, it is astonishingly internationally oriented.
What I've learned about Eirich mostly, or what I found the most interesting, is the breadth, the spectrum of products that Eirich really has. I was not aware of that. I knew about the tower mill, but not about APS, not about much of the mixing and blending equipment that you have.
I've been following Eirich for quite some time, so not that many things that surprised me. Maybe the size of the facilities here, the manufacturing facilities. I did not realize that the manufacturing is done on site.
Oh my God, the size of your offices and shop here in the building, I was not expecting such a beautiful environment here.
Well, it's huge. So I have seen in the photo, okay, the buildings, and when I came here and then I saw that you have 2 facilities, and personally for me it's a well set up facility where you have the manufacturing plant, and then you have the test center, and then you have the administrative. So it's pretty much it's a well set up business, and then the surrounding is nice as well, quite nice.
Basically how every department ties into one another. I was not that aware of it, and I think we got from everybody who contributed a very good idea on how everybody's work is important in order to make Eirich better. One of the capabilities we have, which really impressed me, is the electrical department, because we can do amazing things with programming and with making it really nice and clean and sellable for the salespeople.
What do you see as the most important influence on the market today?
Most important influence on the market today is convenience to the customer. The customer loses more and more capabilities themselves in terms of talented people, engineering capabilities, process knowledge. And so they depend more and more on our capabilities to be able to fill that gap. And I see the future definitely going into that direction.
The mining industry has had a difficult time for the last years, but I do believe it's coming back at this point. We've gone through the worst of it. What I do think for the next few years we're going to see are the smaller and mid-range size applications. So there's an interest from my end, from our end in our company, to develop machines that can reliably source the small end applications. So that means a competitive product, and I believe there's a big chance here for us to work together.
The most important influence on the market currently, it's staying with trends, being nimble, flexible, very responsive in terms of what the customer needs and wants. So it's what I find most important is responsiveness to our customers.
Well, right now, since we're in South America, mining is such a big business over there. The price of commodities is what drives the market at the moment. Okay, so being now that we are now in the with low prices in those commodities, okay, what makes a difference right now is the amount of technology you can bring into the market, the efficiency, okay, and the new developments that you can bring to the market. That's what makes a difference right now.
Where are you seeing the largest growth potential, and how do you see it being addressed?
For us, from a market standpoint, clearly specialized markets. I would say, for example, pet food, nutrition for animals, for pets is one of the very large growing markets for us. Fertilization, getting better usage of the crop for agriculture is a large growing market. I would say also very specialized markets in the ceramics industry, technical ceramics, markets of that nature. From a product standpoint for Eirich, I think Eirich can grow significantly more in the hygienic applications. The Eirich product portfolio right now is in a way that the Eirich brand does not have a hygienic product. The APS brand does, but addresses only certain areas. I think if we would have a hygienic product from an Eirich perspective, we would be able to address markets we can't address today and grow further?
I would say growth potential really lies in the food industry and the fertilizer industry. Given the population growth, exponential growth that the world experiences, I think there's a huge opportunity for companies like yours and ours in the future.
Would you recommend this training to other colleagues in your industry, and will you personally participate moving forward?
Yes, definitely. It's a good training, and then we have a good crowd as well, especially today. Okay, especially today that we have our agents, okay, and also the strategic partner from ThyssenKrupp. I think that is a very important meeting, and then not only it's a one-way sharing of information, but actually there were two ways. Okay, so we learned something from them as well. So I see that the past 2 days as a win-win situation.
Yes, for tower mill, business is we are still providing our knowledge and commercial and technical trading to our colleague, because Nippon Eirich is the headquarter of the tower mill business, and of course our headquarter is in Germany for mixing business, but grinding machine is Nippon. Everything is based on our company, so that's why we keep providing technical skill or the sales skill to our colleague. So, and Eirich Machines is they are great partner for us.
Very important thing to give everybody also the opportunity to look wider. For instance, looking at some of the Irish technologies that I haven't really been confronted with, or not in a work environment, but it gives you the opportunity to look around and say, from what we are doing and maybe what Irish are doing, how can you combine certain things?
Yes and yes. Training, I always feel like it's important to take time and take a step back from our daily routines and do training, be it for safety, be it for products, be it for marketing, be it for other products within our groups. I think it's important that we share information, because there may be something that someone else in our group is looking at that didn't necessarily not share it, but they didn't think to share with another person in the group. And the cross-pollination of ideas and approaches can be refreshing a lot of times.
Do you feel you have a strong enough understanding of the product lines to approach new clients?
That's an interesting question, but the answer is definitely no. We do have, of course, a very deep knowledge of our product line. We know our products, what they can do. But in terms of markets, no. Eirich traditionally served 9 major markets, industrialized markets. There's so many more out there that we haven't tapped into that you really don't know.
I like to get out there and get into the equipment and see what's going on, talk to the operators, talk to the maintenance people. A lot of times, the maintenance guys will tell you stuff that the engineers haven't been able to relay to their supervisors, or for whatever reason it just hasn't come up. And that's when you find out, oh, we need to make an improvement to this piece of machinery. So it's important, I think, to get together and actually get out there and really see the equipment. So
Right.
My knowledge is very, I feel like I'm in kindergarten. And I've been doing this for 10 years. So it's always something new to learn.
Do you have any suggestions for future training, or is there any other information that you feel would be helpful, such as brochures, forms, process forms, reference lists, presentations?
Yeah. Successful cases of particular applications, like for gold or for copper or for iron ore around the world. A customer has this problem and it was solved through this way, through this equipment, with this engineering help of Eirich here, or from our lab, from our test center. This is something powerful to be successful in the market. Customers need this. They must be convinced that there is someone behind the shelves, behind the counter, that knows about the equipment, knows how to select, to size, and the result is to be the success.
For me, the marketing strategy is Eirich is providing a solution to the customers. Okay, we are not selling a piece of equipment to the customers. Okay, so then they will view us in a different way. Okay, when we are providing a solution. So my suggestion would be to customize all these marketing tools, okay, where the customer should see us as a solution provider.
Has your impression of Eirich's capabilities changed?
Oh, absolutely. Actually, I'm here since 3 years, and I think I was surprised on how much more capabilities are here compared to what I expected. Eirich offers so much more than when I interviewed with the shareholder and had an impression at the beginning. Once I came here, I actually saw there is significantly more potential and fundamentals here than I expected. Yeah, I'm surprised to the positive.
In terms of Eirich's capabilities, I think I always knew about the quality of the engineering that Eirich really has and is capable of. Again, I believe the spectrum, of the product range is really the most impressive and kind of the news for me at this point.
It's changed a lot, I think, in a positive way, that the company, the group itself worldwide, increase their efforts to bring the knowledge, to distribute the knowledge worldwide, bring it in the heads of the and mind of the people, and to combine technology to avoid that different facilities just look on their own business and their own country, but bring everything together. And I think that was a very positive impression I have from this meeting, this conference, and we are on a quite good way.
We have some people in place that are now putting a lot of effort into focusing that and really getting some answers that a lot of customers have, and a lot of sites have, where they have these problems and there's not a lot of people in the world that can do the research that we're doing and provide the solutions that we do. So it's really refreshing to see our group is pushing the envelope for what's out there, and when there's not equipment available, they're building stuff for it to develop the database, to develop tests that can be applied to a lot of other areas in our focus.